It does. How are you, by the way?
What are you doing down here, Wendigo?
Getting things.
I simply.
Well, checking to make sure everything is here. Good morning.
You're probably looking for your lamp.
Maybe. That is also what I'm looking for too.
Well, where is it then?
It might be at the bottom. If I can. Oh.
Watch your head.
Thank you, Otto. I appreciate that.
Totally a.
I think Mouse needs it right now.
There's plenty of people who require assistance.
I got it.
But I
You
can
found it, have you? Right, well,
Got my
I'm
compass.
going to go on deck.
We've been in this ship long enough.
Yes.
Yes,
Enough.
indeed,
Spend enough time being cooked down here. Watch your head. I don't want any incidents, Wendigo. If you're not careful, you'll take off this whole thing. Intrusive thoughts. Well. Couldn't they have brought us closer to shore? We're supposed to swim.
I believe that's what the circle is for.
Well, I would think that you're right, but I translated the runes and they say to ship.
Well, that is good. It. Oh. You know, that's fine.
We're on the ship, so perhaps it means to that ship.
Always one way to find out.
They...
Oh. Oh. Let us go.
Someone...
No.
I think
Oh.
I messed up a little bit.
Okay.
Well. Understandable.
This one says to ship, I'm sure of it. It must say from ship.
That one also says to ship.
Wendigo.
Yes.
Have you had your meat today? I don't want you having any of those intrusive thoughts of yours.
I have not, but I want to find a cozy place to eat it. How big is this island? This is a large island. Oh my goodness.
Now, seeing as you are co-captain, do you know what of the rest of our squad?
Some are currently healing and others are taking a bit easy due to a lot of, well, us losing someone is gonna take people some time to cope.
Yes, unfortunately, you're probably right about that. Wendigo, do you think this wise?
Yes?
Do you know?
I like exploring. It is fun. It helps me with the mind.
What has gotten into you? We should not be venturing so far from camp without orders.
It is fine. It's not like anything is on this island in the first place.
And you know that how? Can you hear any heartbeats?
A lot of them are over there, but for me, I just like to understand what's on the island. And because it's so small, it's not very... Ooh, wonder what's that? Wow.
What the devil?
There's a crash ship. Like over there.
Where?
Come here. And then look in crack. See that swirl and ship part?
I wonder when that's from. Probably been ages.
Most likely.
What? Wait. What?
What? Don't worry about what that is. Not know what that is.
It's very cloudy. I don't see anything behind the clouds at all.
Mm-mm.
Who's that then? Who's that? It looks like they're up to something.
Like we are literally walking around like doing nothing right now? Don't know. If they were doing something,
We're not
they
up to
would have done
anything. I'm just making sure that you don't do anything stupid.
it. That is very steep. That is very steep.
I thought you hadn't eaten your meat today.
That was empty burp. Like when you are...
Don't see anything down there.
Not really, no. Guess everyone is in oh,
We could go down there if you wish. I can handle myself, Wendigo. Oh, I don't know how this looks, but
Oh. Whoa.
this structure here. Looks like James is about. I mean, looks like that human is about. Well, this isn't even a very good vantage point, seeing as it's inside of a valley.
That is true. Guess we go back down and... Oh! That's not where stair is. They did not make this for individuals with horns.
Bloody hell. So that whole valley is still not sufficient for your meat?
I kinda got distracted.
There's another structure.
Don't think we can get up there. Not know if stair? Stair? There is no stair to get up. Well, as we walk, I'm just going to take meat cube.
Alright. Well, have you gotten over the fallen students yet?
It is hard to... It is hard. I am walking off. That's how I help mind. Oh, there is shipwreck. Wow.
Yes, I see it. Right. I thought that the lamp was to help your mind, and I thought the compass was to help your mind, and I thought the ribbons was to help your mind. Now walking is helping your mind.
It is... I guess... Not to know.
What's wrong?
Mm, oh. Wow. This is nice.
This is your picnic spot then?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I see something over there.
Looks like a group of people.
I could just make out what looks like a flame. Perhaps it's that yokai.
Mm, it could have been worse.
Sure, of course. Could have been better.
Could have.
You know, I think it would have been better if some of the professors had shown their faces.
It seems as though they had other paths.
Yes, and now we've got fallen students because of it. I hope whatever they were doing was worth it.
I guess so. Kind of depends on what the others are. Howdy?
Hi, I came to investigate the ship, and I think a few others are heading this way as well to do the same.
Just a lot of broken parts. The sail seems to be a little ripped, but intact. Whatever it was, it must have either destroyed the ship or the impact.
Looks old to me.
It is surprising that a lot of people are coming over.
So I thought we were here to have a break. Yet everybody wants to be investigating like they're on some sort of assignment.
Sometimes people do things to distract the mind, and if that helps, it helps. Even though it's not gonna get any better when we go back. But we will push and keep going. And because this island is abandoned, may find some cool little trinkets.
Is that what you're after then?
Trinkets is one thing I like. I like grabbing things.
Pardon the intrusion. I come and bring a message from the front beach. A fate or a physical entity related to fate has been spotted on the island, so please keep your guard up.
Oh, that is
lovely.
great. Understandable. Thank you for letting us know.
Of course.
You've got to keep your guard up, Wendigo, because it seems like we're dealing with the force of nature.
That is true. Well, we're
Nothing
quite...
much we can do about that but run, to be honest.
That is true. Concerned about others. Just gotta be careful, I guess.
If they know what's good for them, then they would run too.
I would not go swimming in there. It is not that safe.
Understandable.
How are your wounds then? Are you all healed up?
A little bruised, but I was careful, not running into things that I know would hurt. At the moment, just licking at the wounds. If
Looks like the yokai after all. That monstrosity and the goblin, and Oni and somebody else.
Howdy.
That ain't my forte there.
Hmm?
Oh, okay, they just... Yeah, okay. Yeah, there they go. You do not have to enter if you do not wish.
As long as I stay above the water, I'm fine.
I know. I simply do not wish for you to cause yourself further unnecessary stress. That's all.
I'm honestly not sure how much stress is left at the moment. If I can muster any more, maybe that's a good sign.
Perhaps it is.
Give me a moment. I have realized that I'm not on the communication system.
Probably
That
get
would
done.
be a good idea if you were.
Yep.
I understand what Rizzy meant now.
How bad?
There's nothing to investigate.
All right. Let's move forward then. Understood. Who is that? Who? I think that's Lance. That is Lance, yes. Okay. Yes, that is definitely Lance. I was about to say. You had me alert for a moment. But no, it's just a friend.
You're already aware of the situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
Hello, Tito. I do hope you are enjoying the walk.
Kind of ran away before we could ask any other
Want to
questions.
go walk around
like a
and
name
look
to it,
around
or
the
is it
island?
just
It's really
fate?
cool.
Yes.
Oh, it's just straight up fate. Okay, fuck me.
Okay,
If it was a different
It's good to
situation,
just
the
reiterating.
scenery would be quite appealing, I have to admit. I've seen a few places for good conversation already.
It helps my mind not race, and also exploration is what I enjoy.
Do you know who brought fate?
Delightful.
I have a feeling. May have been the one to pray to them.
Who? Rygo?
What? Potentially. He was... When fate arrived, they had a vested interest in talking to them. But afterwards, it still still unclear, to be truthful. But right now, based on the little interaction we had, they seem to be the prime suspect. That's not impossible.
I could see a sort of residue. As if there were spirits here at one point, but not anymore. Shall we be off then? There's nothing here.
Sounds like a plan.
You were right. Fuck it, you were right.
Yeah.
I have no confirmation. They don't.
Yeah, we're gonna investigate the ruins. I want to see if there's any journals or anything, just in case.
Yes. As long as people are
Keep going.
it should be fine.
Right, Wendigo. I want you to be careful.
Yes.
You know, when this is all over, and Kyan comes back, he's going to need some work. Do you know what I mean?
Mental comfort.
I would imagine when he learns what's happened, he's going to be a mess. We don't even know what happens next. As you know, the boy sees something in you. So, for one, perhaps you can help mend the boy after this is all over. But for two, in order to do that, you'll have to come back in one piece.
I will fight for
Right.
my life. And yours too. And you may say, oh, no, don't care.
I want you to be careful, Wendigo. A week ago, you rushed into battle. You had no issue jumping head-on into things that were 3 times your size. And you're rather sizable.
That is true.
You want to live, do you not?
Of course. I would live.
Well then, leave the charging headfirst into dangerous situations to those who have nothing to lose. Right, well, I do have my own limits. I cannot use this body to slay giant beasts, but I'm not saying you're not capable. You were very capable. Just we want to reduce the casualties. I need this body to be stable. As it is with Florence, that small one. What was the other one?
Blitz.
Yes, right. Well, with those 3 gone, I would imagine the boy's not going to be sleeping or eating very much, and it's just going to make things harder for me. If something would happen to you now, well, I don't imagine this vessel will be of much use.
May I ask something? You don't
What is
have
it?
to answer it, but just curious.
Yes, what is it?
How did Kyan go to the mirror pool?
Oh, he didn't. His father did.
Was they with them, or?
He drafted up a contract with me, and, well, the rest is magic.
So you were attached to the father?
Yes, well, I had to be transferred.
Wouldn't you want a more stronger body than Kyan?
His contract, Wendigo, I wasn't able to weasel my way out of that one.
Oh, that sucks. That's kind of like a ripoff.
Well, the father wanted a Twyla in his son, not himself.
Okay. So there was contract to go over to Kyan. Then what happened?
Yes, well, that was part of the contract, that I would be in this vessel. And, well, I was able to form a contract that allowed myself to have my own sort of freedoms, more so than Reynold would have liked, but as far as which vessel I was able to commandeer, that was very clear in the contract. I couldn't do anything about it.
So what did they want them, like, what did they contract you for?
Well, Kyan's father's a very ambitious man, and I assume that he wanted some level of control while Kyan was off at school. I think that he would assume that I would follow his every order and be loyal to him, but unfortunately for him, that wasn't the case.
Like a leash on... from far distance. Weird. Okay.
Yes, I believe that Kyan's father wished for Kyan to go to the academy, learn all of its secrets and magic, and better Kyan's abilities, and then reel Kyan back home to do his bidding. Obviously, I'm not interested in that. I've got my own goals to be on with, so I tried to, more than once, take control of the vessel and be on my way. Of course, when Kyan's father learned of this, he wasn't too pleased. And so, his current aim is to bring Kyan back to the school when he has a suitable replacement for me.
So that means technically both of you are kind of in a pickle state with father?
Perhaps you could say that, but I'm not worried about some old man.
An old man that did contract in really bad area. How did it get past? Weird. Thought that place was really guarded.
He's formidable and he has his connections. He wasn't alone.
Okay. And I guess your goal is to what? Like, make everyone bow down to you?
Is that what you think of me?
first conversation, it felt like that. But maybe it was wrong of me to assume.
Yes, well, of course, it would be nice if everyone bowed down to me. That would probably mean I had some sort of massive power. But as I said before, I'm after knowledge.
You sound like an exploring type. Like going and finding things and researching it.
Yes. I also like to survive. Trust me, if it meant I could survive, I would... Got plenty of questions for this fate. I would love to have an audience with them, but... I don't think I'd walk away from that.
That is true.
The Celestials. Wendigo. They're up there somewhere. But really, when it comes down to it, they are not of this world. And that is what interests me most of all. One day I hope to leave here.
And then what? When you get what you want? I'm curious.
What I want is it's difficult to describe. Be wasting my time on you.
No.
But it's not very easy, Wendigo. It's not very easy. I want to do something that's never been done before. And if I were to have my way, well, I suppose I'll live happily ever after then.
That is true.
You think I want everyone to bow?
It came across that way. But... your evil laughing didn't help either. So that's why.
Yes, well. I suppose. I would like to bury all of my enemies, really. And when they're all buried, the last enemy is death. Then I will bury him too. And once they're all under my feet, I will stand atop my throne, and I will say, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty in despair.
So I guess in the end...
I'm sure you get the wrong idea.
It kind of sounds like you... the same thing that I had. Mostly people back
Yes,
then.
I'm sure. It's complicated, Wendigo. My kind sees me as a conqueror or a madman, take your pick, but I'm not after worship. I'm not after conquering and destruction and...
You would be a good tribal
death.
leader.
Well, I appreciate that. If I were to lead, I would imagine myself a just leader. I want to bring peace, freedom, justice, and security to this world. That is what I want. Not worship. That doesn't sound so bad, does it?
You sound like when I left Mom. I wanted same. Wanted it.
Really? Is that what you're after, Wendigo? Peace, freedom, justice, and security? For what? Your forest?
For everyone. To be happy. To not fight just for something so small. But it's hard.
What do you know? You and I think rather alike after all.
It is hard. But trying to
Of course it is.
persuade people not to fight each other. But it will never...
That's why you need power, Wendigo.
Power comes in all shapes and sizes. Myself is my power to keep me going. If I have help and a helping hand, then I'm happy. But the power can be forced, or power can be slowly given and grown. But it also need to be careful, because power can consume oneself.
I'm not afraid of anything. One needs power in order to have everyone listen. There's no other way to get peace. Sometimes force is the only language that these heathens speak.
If
I want to end all wars, Wendigo. No more fighting. Only peace.
I think that's why we are trying to do, is to bring peace, but sadly it is hard.
Yes, well, that's why I'm here. I wanted to fight the cult. They're trying to undo everything. Everything. They are, I suppose, the antithesis of what I'm after. They must be stopped. They are no more... They're no more human than, I suppose, a crazed Wendigo when they've lost all their ribbons. No hope. They have to be done away with. This world needs to be cured. You see how sick it is, don't you, Wendigo? When so many would follow this deranged cult that seeks to end everything. When hundreds of years of death and destruction in more than one nation. How much is enough? Will there ever be enough? The ones with the power to stop this shenanigans are the ones up there. Fate, destiny. And what are they doing? I feel they're doing nothing but sowing this discord. The power needs to change hands. While we stand here talking, fate could be on this very island. Who knows? Maybe 3 more of us have died. While we stand here. No way to know. Ultimately, this fate Well, I don't think that they have this world's best interests at heart.
That is true. Sorry that I am
I do.
quiet. I'm just listening.
I understand. Oh, I just want to be free, Wendigo. I want to be finally free of this place. I've tried for hundreds of years to stop the conflicts. Obviously, I failed.
The only time that you have failed is when you have given up and you don't want to do it no more. And if you have been trying by other means, then I think you're doing the best that you can like everyone else is.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
And trying is good. At least you're moving forward and you keep going.
Yes, the way I see it is that there is no challenge that unlimited ambition can't conquer. So one day, I'll have my way. And when that day comes, Wendigo, will you be bowing?
I'll be by
Will
your
you be
side.
taking a knee? You'll be by my side. Your allegiance lies with this academy. Mine does not.
Not really. I came here for my own. For my own at home.
I'm curious, why did you decide to do that?
Because
What about your mother? What about everyone back home? Do you think they don't worry about you?
I went to go visit a while ago. I went to go pick up some fabric, and Archon was doing a business deal to provide jewels and us providing Pandoran fabric so they can continue doing their sewing and their crafting. When went there, my mom is losing her ribbons. Each day she'd take care. Other Wendigos try to take care, but in our tradition, if we do that, we lie to others, and it's dangerous. Mom is slowly not herself.
Yes, so I understand, which still begs to question, why are you here and not looking after your mother?
Because can't look after mother if not know what's around. She tells me stories about how peaceful it was. And her goal and her mind was stating that if I could try and stop all this craziness, then maybe her ribbons would return. But it is me growing as a person, as well as understanding what I need to be aware of when I take over my mom's position.
Are you ready to lose her then?
Never ready
well, you'd
to
best
lose
get
anyone.
ready.
Losing to...
You've got work to do.
I got a lot of work, but I got time. I got you and I got Kyan, and you may not enjoy my company as much, but I enjoy yours. And you can giggle and laugh evilly if want, but that's not going to change what I think.
I don't know why you say that.
Last time that I said that you're my friend and we're companion, it there was giggle.
Yes. I don't know why you say that you enjoy my company. That you're my friend or something.
Because I think you're just alone. And you and
I
that's
am alone.
well, not anymore.
Yes, I am alone right now.
Yeah, alone. Oh no. I guess I am just a figure of imagination. You're actually
No,
just
you're
sitting.
just a Wendigo.
What to go? Hmm.
You know, Kyan's not going to be around to witness it, but I will. I'll be there when your clock runs out of time.
Yeah. But that's not until I turn 200. And I got quite a lot of time still left. Am I going to sit
Yeah.
there and mope? No.
Yes, but that's how I see you, Wendigo. You've not mastered yourself now, and you're only running out of time. So why would I be friends with you when you're just going to go crazy?
Well, not now.
Precisely. The only good you could do me is to destroy my vessel when that happens. I know what sort of liability you are, and I watch over you because you mean something to Kyan. And if something were to happen to you, well, that wouldn't be good news for me either. It's not very easy to find vessels, and I'd prefer not to go back to that prison yet.
Understandable.
So, why do you do it then?
Why do I do?
Why do you say those things? You know how I see you, so why do you put in the effort?
Not no.
I am the way that I am, Wendigo. You're not going to change that. You're just not important enough to change my mind. I worry about this world. That is what I care about. I care about this world, and saving this world is the only way I could achieve my goals. On the scale of my goals and my thoughts, you're just inconsequential.
Yeah, I'm like the thorn inside, but eh.
Well, I suppose you could put it like that. It would be good if Kaya never cared about you at all, then I would have one less Wendigo to worry about.
Yeah, what a shame. Like stuck with me or something. Got to get used to it, I guess.
Why? Why are you doing this?
What do you mean?
Why am I stuck with you, Wendigo?
Why you stuck? You could have walked away a while ago.
Yes, I can. The reason why I am not, and I'm following you around, is because I have orders to make sure that you're alright. From our High Captain Commander. And I'm an obedient soldier.
It's really strange. Like you want to be lead, but yet get lead by others.
I have no choice right now, Wendigo. The only chance I have to be a part of this conflict is to be an obedient soldier, and being a part of this conflict is important to me.
Well, that's good.
There's so much I'd like to do. But I'm behaving, because what's most important to me right now is rooting out these cultists from this world. And if I can help with that, then I will. Right now, In order to help with that, I have to keep an eye on you. And that is why I'm here. Does that make sense now?
Maybe.
What are you smiling about?
Nothing.
Right, well, I'm sure that you miss the boy. Do you not?
Yeah, but it's fun talking to you, so.
I don't understand you at all, Wendigo. I just don't get it.
It is such a mystery. Like, knowledge is not your answer. Ooh, spooky.
Why don't you explain it to me then?
Maybe I don't want to.
Well, as someone who seeks knowledge and understanding, you could see my issue with that.
Ah, that is... God, it seems like not my problem.
I see. You know what?
Like I said, you said I thorn inside. You know, and only reason
you said that.
Only reason you hang with me is because a commander said so. So it's like...
That is the reason why I'm hanging with you.
That is crazy. But technically, do you think it's after hours? So technically you don't have to. You could have walked around by yourself.
Wendigo, you went off walking to who knows where. I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Oh, well, you could have not.
Disobey a command from the High Commander?
Yeah,
yes, I could do that.
You could have.
But I'm planning on being an obedient soldier, so after this expedition's over, I could point out the fact that I was well behaving and that my performance was top-notch. So perhaps I could be considered for the next expedition.
Oh. Most likely... okay, you know, that's understandable.
Yes, everything I do is understandable. You see, I'm a very logical person. You, however, I imagine that you follow the principle of the moth. I follow the principle of the lantern.
Sometimes the lantern is always the moth.
Perhaps that's why you want to follow or be around me. You're a moth and I'm a lantern.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I'm like the switch. You never know. It's like we switch places. Like you're the moth and then I'm the lantern, and then the lantern. And
no,
then
I am no moth.
Yeah.
The moth is driven by chaos. No, not reason. They're driven by the unknown and wanting to explore the unknown. The reason things is just pure chaos. I am driven by reason and an understanding, logic.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh, itchy nose. Don't worry about it.
I see. Well, that explains a lot. I've got my answer. You're a moth. What are you doing to the boy's hair?
It is.
It is, yes, it is hair. Do you mind, Wendigo?
What? You told me I was a moth. Your lantern. Oh no, what's going on?
That does not mean that you need
God.
to mess with my
here we
hair.
go. Here we go. There it goes. Oh. Done.
Yes. I know you want to follow me around.
Yep.
Sure.
Well,
Well, what? Oop, oop. Nope. Stupid thing.
what if hang you on tree like a lantern?
No, thank you. I'll just climb down.
Insert the evil laugh. Teehee.
You know, I think
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you're a moth also has something to... Yes, it all makes sense. You
Yeah.
want to talk with me because I am curious to you, and moths love the unknown. So, when I finally finish explaining myself to you, perhaps you'll move on.
Nope.
Yes, well, perhaps you can't do that because you're concerned for Kyan.
Nope. You also are like another person, so, and we've been talking for a while, so eventually we will be friends, yes.
Do you even remember my name, Wendigo?
Your name was very long, and I'm bad at, like... Oh.
I didn't even say my full name.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not
I
good
don't
at
blame you.
the full, English language. It's not my best.
My name is actually demonic, not common.
Trying to figure out what, like, name, like... Is that
It's
house?
fine, I don't remember anyone's names either.
Is house?
There's a structure over there. Filled with barrels. Give me a moment. Damn it. The DMs, whatever. Those... The gods are busy, I think.
Seems to be. Oh, another house.
What was your name again, Wendigo? Something like Silly or something?
It is Ensely.
Ensely?
Ensely. Wow.
Ensely.
Yeah, you say Ensely.
Is that a church or something? Right, well, what great friends we are. You don't remember my name and I don't remember yours.
Yeah, the friendship. It's fine. I'm terrible with names anyways. It's not very surprised.
This structure is very old, obviously. It's, I mean, it must have been built before the rocks collapsed like this.
That is true.
The foundation is completely buried. Wait a minute. What the... What is it? Do you see something?
No, there's a lot of people kind of around here.
This makes no sense.
What? Oh.
This door, is this some sort of dungeon or...
It might have been that this was all walls one time.
Yes, this must be very old.
Yeah. It's like a
Looks like the yokai's over there with the monstrosity. It always follows that yokai.
This place is big.
Careful, Wendigo. You've got hooves there, and you don't want to slip.
That is true. Yes, yes, yes. The clopping of hooves on ground sucks.
I don't see why.
Good job. Ah. Wow, that was weird.
I see wings.
Yes, got
Yep, consolation. I would be happy if it was you.
howdy.
Be happy. Must be. Fine.
I know, it's selfish. But I think,
Oh,
So many bloody winged ones.
yeah, got a forecast of wings and more wings. But everyone moping. Oh, we did circle. Okay. I know where we are.
Of course I do. Right. Well, I don't suppose we've seen everything yet.
No.
Those wings must mean that I don't even know what they are.
I think that dragon. Draconic? Dragacon. I think that's what's said in common. Draconic?
Draconic, yes.
This statue is massive. Oh,
Yes. These ruins are probably as old as I am. Maybe even older.
you know what? It could be worse.
What's the matter?
Just
You want to go back to camp?
not really. Just always seemed to be. Oh, that was very steep.
It's a little dangerous.
It's okay.
All right. I'm all right.
Only reason don't come to camp is that people will not speak or talk.
People will what? What?
Not know how describe.
What is there a problem with the people at the camp? What?
Everyone deal with the stress differently, and it's hard for me to stay around sometime.
You're saying you don't want to be around the people? Are you saying that? Is it because of their heartbeats or something? Or why don't you have an issue walking around with me?
Because you have a level head and are calm at the moment, and it's helping
I'm
me.
always calm.
It helps me calm down myself.
I see. Well, how about we bypass these other students? Keep your stress level low. Watch this.
You're lucky I don't grab you and throw you in water.
What? Are you trying to be like that vampire?
Very surprised that you know that. Oh, never mind. You see what they see. Never, not, you know.
Precisely.
They're very cozy.
What's cozy? The tents?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I see. I thought that it was your lamp.
Mm-mm.
Alright, you see, Wendigo, we escaped. You don't have to deal with whatever student you have an issue with. I don't know who you have an issue with. Which one is it? All of them?
Have you ever felt that even if you have teammates and you know that you have someone by your side, you still feel lonely?
Well, but of course, Wendigo, I'm always alone.
That is how I feel with this academy sometimes. I tend to brush it off and spend more time with Cayenne because when I was about to lose self, Cayenne helped me out.
Yes, I would like to keep you stable, Wendigo. What can I do?
Well, I guess that is up to you. Even if you have been ordered to do something, you don't have to follow, you don't have to talk. But you choose to.
Yes? Would you prefer that I was completely silent?
No, I think I would go mentally insane faster.
Well, I'm trying to prevent that. I would be failing my mission. I don't really care about being alone. I think I prefer it that way, to be honest. If I didn't prefer it that way, then I'd probably be putting more effort into our comrades. Surely you see some benefit in my strategy, Wendigo. If I were to put more effort in my comrades, well, then perhaps I wouldn't have taken their following as lightly as I did.
That is true.
I am a soldier. A proper soldier. Soldiers don't have time to cry about their fallen companions. At least not while on the battlefield.
That is true.
But surely there's more than just Cayenne, that you're here for the academy.
Not really. Came by self. I have Suki. I have her friends, but it's that weird feeling. Like you're by self. And no matter how, where, when, it still feels that way. Ooh, that is a very steep the mountain.
You know, for you being a moth, it does surprise me sometimes how many things are alike between you and I. Perhaps it's because we do come from the same place. Both creatures of darkness from ever-fallen forest. Perhaps we're both destined to go back. Now, if you were to go back, you would be surrounded by friends and family. If I were to go back, I'd be trapped in that mirror. In prison.
You could come to tribe.
Not unless one of them offered themselves as a vessel.
Sure.
I cannot leave the mirror.
So even if you were to go back to Pandora, you would get trapped in Mirror already when you go there? Or is it when you pass
No.
a threshold?
No, it's only if the contract is dissolved or the vessel dies.
So we would need to get new body. Does it have to be living or can it be like made?
What do you mean made? You can't make a body.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you can make a body, but it takes time, if you know what I mean.
It does, but what to think?
Well, what do you mean a non-living body?
Like made out of something different, like unique, but that's
No, I don't
hard.
think that would work. It's got to have its own mana.
Nanotech is hard. Maybe we could just find someone to just... No, that would still be problem because when they sleep then you switch, then they get...
Well, if you ever did want to do anything for me, Wendigo, if something would happen to Kyan, you could come retrieve me or send someone to come retrieve me.
I'll come get you. It's gonna be horrible.
If you would.
But, you know...
What do you mean it's going to be horrible?
Getting there. It's not like I could stroll in there and be like, oh, hi friend! Time to come out!
You're a Wendigo. You practically live next door.
That is true, but still.
That forest is your forest. It's dangerous because of your kind.
You can't just...
What?
That is fair. You know, that I can't...
It's the truth.
That is truth, but then you... No,
What,
you know
taking
what?
the
It's
truth
fine.
as an insult?
No insult. It's understandable. We do hunt there, and there are other packs. Actually,
It's not just the other packs. There's the Wendigos that are wild.
yeah, we eat those. Get rid.
Yes, well, before you eat them, they are rather dangerous.
To inform the others, we have discovered a crypt. We have 2 squads worth of people investigating. We're heading deeper. Got to inform.
Do you hear that on the sending stone? Somehow
Understood.
they found a
Continue on.
crypt
Make sure you don't lose connection.
that we did not notice ourselves. That's strange.
Who knows? You know what they like. They just explore and then find something, or may just fall downhill. But you know what?
Perhaps
Not
they're
our in most nice way. Not our problem. If they want us, they can come to us.
They already have 2 squads worth. We'd probably be getting in the way anyways. Right, well, I meant no offense. I was speaking the truth. If you were to retrieve me, should I be trapped in the prison, it would mean a great deal.
I would have to figure out how to get a vessel, though. That's the only problem. Because then you can go on adventures, and you could be your own
What
person.
about yourself? I could take you on as a vessel, and then one day, when you lose your ribbons, you would only have to be insane for 1 day, because then when you go to sleep, I'll take control, and keep control.
As long as you don't do anything weird and try to murder me, then that's fine.
Why would I murder my vessel?
I don't know. Maybe you just had enough and
Well-
you're like, hee hee. But I know that's not the case.
Murdering my vessel would put me in prison.
Again.
In the mirror.
It would feel.
Obviously, I wouldn't want that.
I could just have. How does it work? Do I just like chat with you if I want to? What is that?
Another winged one. Is that the beacon, or is that something else?
Well, time to find out.
It's
Teehee.
probably there. I doubt we missed some sort of harpy. Certainly didn't look like the general.
Mm-mm. I think that's Suki.
As expected, one of the beacons.
Oh, pardon me.
Did you really eat that much meat?
I did. I ate my entire lunchbox.
I see. Well, you are large.
You calling me fat?
I'm calling you large.
Yeah, you call me fat.
You are large.
You can't just keep saying I called you large to have to go. You know what? It's fine.
You are large. You're like twice my size.
I am a cayenne and a half.
What?
I don't know.
That is not a way you measure anything.
Hadi?
Hello, you two. How you back on?
You eating food right now? Give me some.
I am. I can give you a honey cake if you'd like, but
Yeah.
hey, Kaya.
Hello, Beacon.
It's a honey cake. It's like
What
half
is
of it.
this?
It's
What
a
is
honey
it?
cake. It's a baked good made by myself with honey and flour, yeast, the usual bakery
I
stuff.
see. Some sort of bread, then.
Yes.
Have you been eating?
Not much.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm making sandwich.
You
Making.
should try and eat to keep your strength up.
Could I make stew?
Yes.
Do we have ingredients?
No.
I think so.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna make stew for everyone.
Stew would be the easiest thing to make here.
I'll have some.
Yes, stew. Yes, yes. What type
Two
of honey
feathers
cake
in
is
there.
that?
It's a muffin.
What the fuck? Give me the muffin! Why?
I only have one.
What fu- You know what? You're the muffin now!
It's-
No, I'm gonna do it this time.
No.
Yep.
Please don't eat me.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know,
eat-
Beacon, that muffin sounded rather... That's not the sound that a muffin makes. What have you got there?
It
Why are you
sounds-
lying?
Are you eating paper? Are you that hungry?
No. I wrapped it. I
You're...
wrapped it in a bit of paper to keep it warm.
That... You're trying to hide what's on that paper. What's on that paper?
No. There's nothing on the paper.
You know what? It's okay. You know what?
Did you just
eating
eat
got
a
it.
piece of paper?
I got them to Cayenne. Go get them.
No.
Get them. I got them.
What? No.
Where
Give
is
me
it?
that paper.
There's
Where is
nothing
the
on
paper? Where's the muffin?
I got it.
Give me your fucking
Is
money.
There's nothing on it. It's just a piece of paper.
You... Wendigo, do you have a way of revealing invisible ink?
What do I do with this ink?
What? Why did you eat the paper?
I so nervous.
Something was written on there in invisible ink.
Oh.
We won't. Now we're not going to know.
Uh,
Beacon, what did you write on that paper? It must have been very
It was a map to
important.
A map to a treasure.
Oh no!
How did you come across a map of treasure?
Why were you
for this
using
island?
it to wrap Muffin then, if it was treasure map?
Obviously to conceal it.
I'm gonna eat you now. That's it. End of road.
Don't eat me.
I'm gonna eat you now.
How did...
Don't eat me.
Tell us how you acquired that map.
You know what?
Yeah, slight update when it comes to the
Get
exploration.
get on. You know what?
This
I got this.
cave
You know?
seems to be some sort of crypt. We
Unhand
have moved
me
forward
Wendigo.
in
There we
a
go.
semi-flooded
Just get-
section.
Get them.
That's not.
Yeah.
How far in would you say
Yeah.
you've gone?
Grasp.
If you need to, can you escape?
So far we can escape with we have a straight shot for
Yes.
the exit.
Yes.
don't have-
Yes.
In that case, continue to explore.
I will also
Where'd you get
note
that
that we found another semi-flooded path that seemed to have some kind
It
of
was a
strange
joke.
whirlpool.
It was just a piece of
We
paper.
avoiding that path for now. Investigating
You
more
can't just do
safer
that.
options.
What the fuck?
I don't
I
believe
agree.
you.
I don't think we have any student that can navigate that kind of waterlogged area.
I promise. There's nothing on it. Otherwise, I would tell you. I would tell people.
That is true. They would have told people.
You want the treasure for yourself.
Oh, that. How dare?
I am an heir to a kingdom. The last thing I need is treasure.
You're so greedy that a kingdom is not enough for you.
If you see any spirits, Sandra, I'll stay with you.
Okay.
We might have encountered something. Something managed to kick Victor out of his shadow.
What the fuck is going on with Crypt? What's
Proceed
that
with
about?
caution, especially if you can't identify what did it.
It's like we here
You'd
to
better proceed
kind
with
of
caution,
rest.
Beacon.
Yeah, you better. Make sure you
Okay.
don't get kicked out of
Giving it a
shadow.
slight thing. If whatever you
Ooh.
find down there is pure white,
Are we supposed to be
leave
like
with haste.
healing and taking care?
And do
Where
not
did
attempt to
Crypt go? And
engage.
why are we doing mission now?
I don't know.
It's like, oh, go on abandoned island, everyone. Let's see if there's abandoned crypt to go in. Oh, let's get more injured if things are bad there.
Yes, perhaps this was a trap.
I think it's good to see if there's any cult activity here,
We're
regardless.
sending out Elwin to give you guys the
Look,
exact
all-
location of
I
the
think
cave
in the end, if there is cool
or the
item,
crypt.
I want.
Beacon, don't you think that in the crypt they could use that map of yours?
No! The map was a joke!
I got compass that pointed in direction of something, not no waypoint.
And it got stolen from you.
It got stolen, and then I wanted it back, and I got it back. I'm not gonna lie, if
Oh,
they
you
s-
have the...
I have the
Wait, you have the compass right now?
I have compass now. It's mine now.
That is so important.
It's fine. Sabrio was like, I am compass now, and then gave it back. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Yes, I'll have you know the... I don't know anyone's names.
just don't give that to anyone else, okay? Just keep it with
Yes,
you.
but the problem
on
is that
me. I have
one of these
map.
other students wanted to take it from you.
That is true.
The poison student was...
Not anymore. It's
poison
mine now.
student
Oh, they wanted to
That
look
one
at
wanted
compass,
to take your compass.
but they not take compass. It is mine.
Um,
I will eat their hand and
So-
then die from poison because I don't.
riddle me this. What happens if you get so injured like he usually does? Starts spewing out poison and we need that compass. What do we do?
That's a very good riddle. I think that that one should not be
What
holding the
if we
compass.
grab a compass and jam
Yes,
it
so you
into
know,
slot
we're
and
technically
use
not
him
alone.
as the compass?
I think
Keep the
poison would
compass
come out
Though
if
it
we did
doesn't
that.
seem to be
Technically.
hostile.
What if spin? Go.
I feel like
My
are
void
cavalry
Lily
after all.
is noticing something.
I feel like
Though
I feel
it
like
doesn't seem to be hostile,
we're only one half of a telephone call
It's
here.
strange. to say the least.
If it's noticing it potentially dark aligned.
What is
It's
going
not a
on?
pistol, that's for sure.
Where the fuck
I
are
don't
We're
they?
know.
running a test for that.
I'm gonna go. Proceed with caution, and if you have anyone who speaks,
jump
dark,
in the
you can
water.
communicate with them.
I'm gonna go drink my honey ale and
Or
fly
war,
around.
considering we're in Neptune.
Do you speak dark?
No? Do I look like I speak dark?
I don't know. Do you speak dark? I mean, you're from Pandora.
I think they might. Do you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Winter and you are like the only ones that can.
Yeah, it gets complicated sometimes. It's like rough and tumble.
I thought that you spoke your tribal language.
I do speak my tribal language, but because I've been learning common, it kind of now mixes in.
I don't know if
I
that's
see.
dark in particular, but because I'm pretty sure.
Well, better turn on the light if it's dark.
I think you should talk to Winter about it.
That is
Maybe.
true. I could.
Yes,
Okay.
let Winter go
I'll
into the
keep my
crypt
note around.
And they were never
talk.
seen again. Good luck. May find crypt yourself.
You know they're just going to go get the treasure for themselves.
No.
What does that mean, Wendigo?
That means
your tribal
indigestion
words.
and that paper coming back.
That's how you say indigestion in your language, is it?
Yes. Or.
What? That sounds totally different than the other word that you said.
It's growl. You have different variants of growls. Happy growl, you got the angry growl, and you got the questionable growl.
Yes, I usually hear you doing that questionable growl. You're always very curious, seeing as you are the moth.
Well, better take the lamp.
No, you don't need it.
I do need it. Here
You
I go.
already have one.
Here's the
No,
lamp.
you already have one.
Oh, here's
Remember?
the lamp.
You,
I got the
you
lamp.
found it on
Ooh.
the ship. What are you doing, Wendigo? There's no time for games.
There is always time for game. Look, people are in crypt for some apparent reason. We could have fun.
I'm not really the having fun sort.
I think
That's
that is
kind.
not right. You still have fun. In your own way. What do you do for fun? Is it just to read?
Yes.
Well, let's read together. One day.
Can you read common?
Learning with Suki. A little
see.
off sometime. It's not very fluent.
Well, I suppose you could try then. The school does have a library.
Technically, if I become your vessel, I could read so many books in one sitting.
How do you figure that?
I don't know.
I would be reading it. You don't get to read it while I'm reading it.
So I can't see what you're doing?
No, Kyan can't see what we're doing now.
Would you at least put
Which
little,
reminds
like,
me-
notes?
Why not just read the book yourself?
I don't know, because that's fucked. Why can't... I want to be able to read the book too, but you know what, that's fair.
Well, you're learning. You just give it some time.
Also, I saw that pulsate item not I'm not going to.
I'm not. I'm not talking about that because I can't explain it. I don't think we're supposed to see that. There's nothing up above us but clouds.
I don't know where this crypt is.
Well, perhaps I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Hey, you two, question.
Yes, what up?
Have you seen Suki at all?
I have seen Suki, but that was a while
Suki's
ago.
looking for treasure.
Okay.
Well, they were eating muffin, and then they said they had wrapper around muffin, and then we thought, what is on paper? And then I got nervous. I ate paper. They said it was treasure, and now we're hearing that people are doing crypt? Question mark?
That's
They're being very secretive. They're looking for treasure, and they don't want to say that they're looking for treasure. So
look, if there
just
is
be wary,
treasure in
they're
the
going to try to
crypt,
keep it for themselves.
I think if there is treasure
I feel
in
like there's
crypt,
not treasure, it's just a bunch of dead people. Like, okay.
Yes, but I think that beacon wants the treasure for themselves.
Fuck, I could go back to the goddamn house, I guess. Maybe that's where the crypt is at.
oh, there is what?
I can make this jump.
Back to
They're talking about the house with the barrels, remember?
Oh! What? But there was no sign of
see a
crypt
whole-
there.
I see a whole bunch of students over there.
I guess we could follow to see
On
where
that
it
rock.
is. Let's go. Wow.
We'll find my...
No, your butt down here. Come here. You can. Why you avoid? Good luck.
Oh, look who it is.
I'm going to eat you one day. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yes, Wendigo.
I'm flying around making
That's
sure.
what I'm
everything's
afraid
cool.
of.
I heard that people were at crypt, which is really weird. We were here to recover, and now we go explore a random thing. What is going on?
I don't know. People can't sit still. How are you both doing?
Got scratches. You good?
Yeah, I'm okay. They're old. Sorry, it's not as fluffy as it is normally. I had to tie it back for a little while.
It's fine. It look really nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I looked away and then I looked back and you've changed positions.
Thought lost Kyan. He blend in like cricket, even though he's not green. Are you good?
Yes, I thought I saw one of those secret maps, but there's nothing.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I thought it was on the ground.
Also, if there is crypt, if there is a cool thing, want to grab for collection? I got a.
I'm not sure where it is, unfortunately.
I got a lamp. I got a compass. I don't know what else.
Fair enough.
You are a healer, are you not?
I am.
So why haven't you mended yourself?
My magic cannot heal myself physically. I have done other kind of medical stuff to deal with it.
I see. Have you not seen the Batkin or I don't know one other green one?
I've always had horns.
Well, I did not know your hair too poof. I could not see.
They're followed before I came to the academy. Not sure how much they would be able to do with that. And you'll just start teaching now.
I see. And what about that nasty bruise you have?
That is not a bruise.
Oh.
It is their markings. They look like a candy floss.
My markings are purple. Also, why the end of my tail and the spots on it are purple.
They are like a candy floss having an identity crisis. No. Be no bad, sorry, but that is be sorry.
So if you were to get a bruise, perhaps, how would you tell it apart from your markings?
I think it would probably be a normal color, unless it is on one of the spots. That would be a little bit more difficult to figure that out. It would just be a darker purple, I think.
I see.
Would horns get bigger, like mine, or is it small?
They're a decent size. I don't know if they're gonna keep growing. I don't think my horns will look as cool as yours.
Thank you. I get them from my mom.
Why
Don't, because the horns are, you know,
Fair enough.
horns is everything to me.
That's fair.
However, it's hard to get in small doorways. Oh.
Thankfully, I don't have that problem, but it's more or less the door frame's too small. Below.
The what in common? Salami lid don't fit?
I don't think that's common.
No, not common. The salami lid don't fit.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Hi, Kyo. Hi.
Oh, careful.
Oh, wow.
What are you doing, Beastkin?
What happened? What happened to your shoulder?
The crit. It got them.
Just using my light magic. I'm just getting used to after what happened with the injuries.
Aura. I've not heard any updates off of the cave expedition. It's been some time.
I know where the cave is at all.
Everything is fine. We're investigating things, so still.
Understood. Continue on then.
I am not your prey, Wendigo.
Okay.
Cuddle him.
Master yourself, Wendigo.
What's going on with Kyan?
Nothing, he's fine.
They are big nerd.
What does that mean?
It means that you're a good person.
I see. That's debatable.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to move this thing. What are you doing, Wendigo?
Tell me, okay?
It's called.
There's nothing there.
Go away. Also, tell me. I'll check.
Biscuits.
Got it?
I don't understand why you talk like this. You use all these words that are common, but they don't make any sense.
That's just me putting words together, hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I see. I see.
But it's getting point across.
Scouting, so I'm just looking around.
Not entirely.
I'm quick. I can move around. Just give noise to figure out how to do sound.
You need to try and take
What?
care of yourself.
I have been.
still atop that rock.
I'm gonna keep wandering to go check on more people.
What?
If you guys need anything, tell me, okay?
Yes.
I think what I
White
need to do
fluff
is I need
creature.
to pretend to be something else.
There's people up there.
Pretend to be what?
I have to dream about being in a different school.
Yeah, I think it's Lance and
No, don't do that. Oh dear.
Yes, it is that type of time.
I have no idea what you mean.
I've got to go back to camp and rest, but maybe back later.
I thought you said you were going to make some stew.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm going right direction. I just picked the direction and hope for best.
I believe it's this way. How about I help you with that stew, and we could pretend we're other people together?
That sounds like a plan.
Oh, never mind. I'm not invited to that school.
Oh, not to become a guard?
I don't think I have access to that.
Oh, that piss. Well, that's up to you if you want to stay.
Well, yes. Perhaps one day, you'll give me a dream of being a guard, and we'll have to have a conversation in our dreams about that.
Sounds like a plan.
One day, Wendigo, one day.
You two alright?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Wendigo was just going to make some stew.
Going to try and make stew for everyone. So going to check boxes.
The entrance
and
has been refound. I will go to the top of a rock and send out a projectile to alert.
I think we got good. Yeah, we got good.
I will have to respectfully pass, sorry. Well, actually, what kind of stew?
I could make a vegetable or I could make meat. I get to make because I know that certain people don't like meat.
I'll have to pass, unfortunately. Thank you, though.
What do you
I can eat either of them.
We see it. Thank you, Rain.
Fruit or sap, but there's plenty of trees. I'll definitely get some sap. Worst comes to worst.
Oh, you know what? Could make sap candy.
Candy?
When you freeze sap and it become crunchy and sweet. But I don't really have that power to freeze it. You wouldn't need ice.
That's fine. I'll just take care of these trees and eat the sap. It's fine.
Thinking about making some stew for everyone.
Hi.
Where are you going, Amelia?
Checking on people.
Okay.
Wendigo, I'll have the meat stew, but don't put any rocks in it.
I'm going to put meat at the rock. That's what the stew name be! Meat on the rock!
I don't want any rocks in this stew.
Well, it won't have rocks. That's just name.
Oh, I see.
Meat rocks
Very well
stew?
then.
No rocks?
No rocks.
I see.
Well, I better go and scatter. I'm going to go and grab items and then go and start making.
Understood.
Right. Well, I'll help you with that, Stu. Make sure that you don't make a mess of it. I don't want to see any rocks put into it.
That is understandable. Oh, look! A crate!